What's going on, my friends? Welcome to another edition of the Solopreneur Movement Podcast. My name is Dr. Bruce Lund, and I'm the founder and director of 90 Day Sales Manager, one of the fastest growing coaching programs, accountability programs for solopreneurs in housing, banking, insurance, and financial. Every single week, I like to come into your life through this podcast and give you something that I believe will be of value that will help you move the needle, whether that's personally or professionally. A solopreneur is any individual person who is solely in charge of their sales, their service, their marketing, and of course, all of this is a mindset. So today we're going to focus on time block. I know it's not sexy, but it consistently is one of those biggest challenges for solopreneurs because we have so many different things that are expected of us in our time and our energy. So there's a high use of your time and there's a low use of your time. So today we're going to talk through high value activities versus low value activities. Let's get this party started. What's up, my friends? Dr. Bruce back in the saddle, and I want to focus this week with you on a high value activity versus a low value activity and then operational activities. I want to be in the back of your mind every single day, like Dr. Bruce, if he was walking with me side by side, he's my accountability partner every single day during working hours. What is the highest use of my time right now to generate new business? And I think this is one of those mindsets that's vital for us, especially in the worlds that we all live in and the industries that we all work in, right? There's so many different things that are happening around us. We're getting hit in all these different directions, right? It's kind of like the current of the urgent. You're rowing down a river, a class 5 rapids, and you're just getting hit in all these different directions. There's a lot of distractions that are out there that are trying to eat up your time and your energy. And quite frankly, if you allow that to happen, it's going to happen. So I just want to be in the back of your mind and ask yourself, what's the highest use of my time right now? Like if Dr. Bruce is with me and he asked me, right now I have 5 minutes, I have 15 minutes between meetings, right? Maybe I'm driving in my car to a coffee appointment. Like what is the highest use of my time right now to generate new business? And so when I break it down this way, what I like to think about is professional, which is high value activities. Professional means paid. Right? So what's going to get me paid? And then there are amateur activities that do not get me paid. And really when you break it down that way, it can be and should be that simple. There's a high use of my time right now and there's a low use. And so again, when I think about this also, there are operational things that happen. There are things that you have to do within your business that's service oriented. However, 90 minutes a day, you should spend a designated time doing professional activities that get you paid. We call that your proactive prospecting system, right? But every single day, then you should have 90 minutes where you have a time block. It's set on your calendar no matter what. No non-negotiables. I have to spend 90 minutes being proactive and growing my future business, right? Because at the end of the day, we all know, typically our business comes 90 days at a time. So what you do today will actually see the fruits of your labor 90 days from now. But so many of us, again, get caught in that current of the urgent and these low value activities or these operational activities. So I want to break down and really define, what does this look like? What does this mean? When you think about low value activities, I think about distractions. I think about, like I love sports. So I might get on a chat board. I might, if you're in fantasy sports, I don't do that anymore. I had to actually get rid of that. That was one of my non-negotiables because I was spending way too much time on that, right? But I just think about, like getting on ESPN.com or whatever app or social media that you're not actually designated towards doing high value activities on social media. You're just mindlessly scrolling through it, right? Or you're getting on YouTube and you're watching clips that really have nothing to do about you, your business, or helping you grow. So that to me are low value activities. That's muscle memory. And the next time that you do this exercise, I want you to think about, right? You get that 5 or 10 minutes of downtime. Maybe you had a phone call, you just got done with a meeting, whatever that looks like. You're sitting down for lunch. And what's the first thing that you do? Like what's the first app that you go to? So to me, that's low value. And that is the muscle memory that a lot of us have when we talk about those habits and those behaviors. So that would be something, again, like what are you going to cut out, eliminate, reduce during working hours and clearly define your working hours? Or at the very least, ask yourself, again, like I have 90 minutes of designated focus time every single day. But on a micro level, I do want you to just think about, again, like you're at a coffee appointment, you're waiting around for 5 or 10 minutes. What's the highest use of my time right now? And for a lot of people that are reactive, that don't have a plan in place, that don't have an active database, that aren't following a consistent disciplined selling system, that don't have a marketing system, then they're going to do time wasters. They're going to find things that occupy their time. Okay. Now, talking about operational things, because I do know that fires happen. I mean, for instance, today I had to put out a pretty big fire, but I still have to find that 90 minutes of time block to be proactive in my prospecting, to focus on those professional activities. Okay. So there are certainly operational things that have to get done every single day. Fires will happen. But my main point here, though, is if you aren't being proactive in your high value activities of prospecting and things like that, then your business is going to dip. You're going to go through that pro essential, roller coaster ride of emotions for us in our business. So let's talk about the high value, the professional activities that get you paid. So to me, that could be calling on past clients. That could be calling on current clients. That could be calling on my referral partners. That could be calling on some of my connectors that, some people out there who are consistently talking to a lot of the people that I like to talk to. That could be leveraging events that are coming up. That could be doing a video like this that's maybe educational. So that's really what I want you working through, is just clearly define what are your professional activities that get you paid. What are your amateur activities that do not get you paid, that are more hobbies and interests that you need to cut out, eliminate, reduce altogether during working hours? And then what are those operational things that happen? And a lot of us fall into the trap of, we wake up and the first thing that we do is we check our email, and now we're in the email trap for 90 minutes or 2 hours, right? Or we get on social media and we spend 30, 45 minutes, mindlessly scrolling through social media. So just getting very, very clear about your time management, because there's a concept called the 4-hour work week by Timothy Ferriss. And what the whole concept is a lot of people could get all of their stuff done if it was compressed. They had a time compression within 4 hours a week. Now, I say no offense to Timothy Ferriss, but that doesn't exist for us as solopreneurs in all of our industries. Okay. So what I like to think about is 4 hours a day, I need to be proactive. So I have the4hourworkday.com. You can go there and download that if you haven't done so yet. But that's where I'm being proactive every single day. I'm in control of my calendar 4 hours a day. We either run our day or our day runs you. And remember, y'all, I'm not trying to be the coach that's like, hey, you got to work 14 hours a day. Okay, maybe there are some days that you do work 14 hours a day. But what I am saying is, during working hours, when you clearly define what that looks like, or at least 90 minutes a day, you should be proactive. You should be causing things to happen, right? Within your database, within your prospecting, within taking care of clients, within asking for business, within your marketing activities. So high value versus low value versus operational. If I'm in the back of your mind, what is the highest use of my time right now to generate new business? And that could be calling on current clients and asking for referrals. That could be calling on our current client or our past clients and asking for referrals. That could be calling on our referral partners. But that's what I want to be in the back of your mind. When you're sitting down at the coffee shop, you're in your car for 10, 15 minutes, instead of doing some activity that is not going to get you paid, what is the highest use of my time right now that will generate business for me within the next 30, 60, or 90 days?